All right, welcome back. It's been a minute. I took a break from the holiday or for the holidays and then I got sick. So it's been about 2 weeks since I made a video, but we're back into it. I've got a plan for a large number of new videos. But let's get into it. So in the last video, we spent some time and wasted a lot of time getting this filter set up so that we could eventually start filtering this page. Um, but I was doing some research or like looking at some examples of different tables for inspiration, and I don't think I want to set up the filter like this. I think we're actually going to go for something sort of what Stripe does, where you have your headers, and then you can add filters like this, and there's different types. There's sort of like date filters, which are you can do like before this date, after this date, between these dates, or equal to this date. Amount is a quantity field, so you can do like greater than, equal than, or less than. Status is a multi-select, so you can select multiple statuses, and then payment method is you select one. So there's a variety of different filters you can choose. But this has the flexibility of like making it really easy to add filters, show default filters, and have flexibility with your filters. So I think we're actually going to aim to build something like this. And then up top, you have like the all succeeded, refunded, and captured failed. These are like sets of filters. So when you click them, that they have a set of filters down below. And we're going to set those up so you can create them. So you can be like, save this preset, give it a name, and it will show up there is the plan. So let's get into it. To start, let's go to our school table. We've got our table filter bar here, which is being imported. Let's see what that looks like. And before we keep going, actually, I made a couple of changes offline. Set the table size to small, and instead for each column I did span instead of paragraph, and it's made the rows way thinner. So if you want to do that, you can. But continuing on, yeah. So we've got like a form here. I think instead of like diving straight into the component, I'm just going to delete this, and well, we'll use it. So let's just delete most of it. Probably won't even be a form. Get rid of all those. Actually, we will need the high school categories, so we're going to get those. And get rid of all that. Probably going to use the option. Probably going to use all these things, but the app won't even load if we have them. So let's just get rid of all that. Comment out that for now. Oops. Comment out that. Comment out that. Okay, so now if we go back to the app, it should still load. Assign the value but never used. Didn't we comment that out? Right there? Okay, yeah. So our table's loading, we have no filters, and let's restart. Okay, to start, let's just get some examples done. So we're going to want to get like a quantity example done. Let's just start with quantity. Let's keep it simple. Well, actually, what we probably want to start with is creating these little pills that you can click on to open things up. So I'm probably going to create a new component just right here for now called filter pill. And we'll move these into new files so that it's not super verbose, but just do that for now. Const pill wrapper. So a pill it'll probably have a name, which will be a string. We'll need to define the props as well. Props. That's how I do it here. So it's just gonna have a name, which is a string. Perfect, I need that if it. Never used, so we're gonna have a filter pill here with a name. let's do amount. Okay. Why? Oh yeah, I don't need to. Oh, that's weird. I guess I already know the type from this. Okay. So the pill wrapper, let's just do something random. So like 2 pixels, 6 pixels, border, 1 pixel, dashed gray. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, we're not even rendering it. So let's, oh wait, I was. Right, because this is just above. Okay. Border radius. And let's do, actually, these will probably, you probably want them to be buttons because you're clicking on them, or at least like interactable elements, but border radius 3 pixels. Or maybe let's make them round on the edges, so like 6 pixels, something like that. Okay. So now when you click on a pill wrapper, so this is going to be an on click, which means, yeah, we do need to make it like a button. Let's see what sort of buttons MD has that we can maybe work with. Button, button, button. Here we go. Yeah, we could probably actually just use one of these rather than designing our own. A small dashed button. Where's the small dashed button? Something like this. Import button from ND. And then rather than using that, what does it look like? Type equals dashed. And size equals small. And we don't even need that. See what that looks like. Perfect. We'll probably add like a little icon to it too. Why don't we get an icon library in here as well? And I believe they probably already have icons. I mean, you can see, yeah, here we are. Icon, icons here. Look at that. Plus circle outline. We like that. Do we import that? Where do we import that from? Where's the example we were just looking at? We can use this one from anti-design icons. We might not actually have that installed, so we might need to. And what icon were we going to use? Power, plus circle outlined. See what that looks like. Okay, we got the icons installed. Awesome. So now you might have a few of these. Okay, and then they'd also have an on click, which would, for each one of these, we'd need state to say whether it's open. Like panel open. Let's do is panel open. Set is panel open. Equal use state, and we're going to say false by default. But then when you click it, Set to true for now, that's fine. And now we need like a little panel. Not used, yeah, we're working on it. Let's see what modals they have. I wonder if they have like some simple. Where's that search ending up? Is it because I'm on the icon screen? It might be. No, there it is. I mean, yeah, these are pretty much exactly what we want. Oh, they're sort of like programmatically opening those. Here we are, this is what we want. So let's get modal imported. We're gonna have a modal beside this button, which is gonna have the filter goes here. The title is going to be, well, this one's going to be like filter something. Whether it's open is panel open, on OK. We'll probably have apply filter, which will probably be a prop. We'll see, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be a prop. And on cancel, we'll just do set this to false. We might not even have a cancel, so that might not be needed. We'll see. Okay. Doesn't like that all of these are. They need to be in one parent when you're like returning from a function or whatever. So do that on OK. That's when apply filter will go. It's not assignable to, okay. So it needs to be a function that returns void. And then the TypeScript type mouse event is not generic. Okay. This is a method that assumes a mouse event and returns void. What's their example for on OK? Oh, they don't even define. Okay, for now, let's drop that. On OK. Okay. Return type is void. There we go. Okay. Let's see what happens. We click it, and a modal opens. So a few things. We need to get the modal like right beside the component that opens it, and we need to not have that mask. So let's see if they have any examples. customize just on the top. Customize buttons. Draggable modal. Wow. Okay, well, they don't have an example of exactly what we want, but we are positioning it. Let's see what they do here. Style. Okay, it has a style. Great. And I think, I might be wrong, but so this will be relative positioning, but if we use our pill wrapper and we wrap both of these in this, and we set this to position absolute, then this will be with respect to the wrapper here, if I'm not mistaken. See what happens. Okay, so is the grep. CSS make position relative to parent. Oh, this is I was wrong. This needs to be relative, and this will be position absolute. What does that do? Okay, it's still with respect to the page. Whether you show the mask, let's turn that off while we are here. Actually, let's keep it open. Try inspecting. So here's the full. These are usually tough because the mask is what's sort of affecting where it's located. Yeah, I think this is a modal. Vertically center, what do they do here? Centered, okay. Centered, what is centered? Cancel, body style, closable, force render. I wonder if the mask gets moved instead, if that will move the modal as well. What happens if we do this? No, it did not. With title. Okay, let's see anti-modal relatively position. Hmm. Maybe there's a different component I can use, like a floating card or something. I guess I actually could probably just use a card because it doesn't really need to be a modal, even though it's on top of everything, but you can like absolutely position that. And let's try card. So do card here. Can pretty much drop everything. There is none of this like, is it open stuff? Except for the fact that it's used to show it or not. Okay, let's see what happens here. You can see it's already shown down there. X index, I mean Z index. Yeah, then the Z index gets really weird. Okay, and then the top has to, I think the left can be 0, so we can leave that. The top has to be more like something like that. Let's try 24. Okay, so now we can do, let's see what process thing has. Whether it's bordered, cover, extra, so lift up when hovering the card, but we don't need that. Okay, nothing too crazy. We could add a width here of like 200 or something like that. And we'll probably want to change the styles a little bit. Let's see if there's some other examples. Or are we just going to do a custom? We can do size small. Okay, so now we could add our filter here. And remember, this is sort of what we're aiming for. So with an amount field, we're now going to have an input, which is a dropdown, or sorry, a select statement, not a dropdown. Let's copy one of these ones. Okay, and then in here, the values are going to be, well, we'll figure out what the values are going to be, but the labels are going to be is equal, is less than, is greater than, and is between. And the default, let's just say, is Jack. Handle change. Let's just do something random for now. Return type on this function is void. Let's see what that looks like. Perfect. And then when we selected it, it was hiding it, which is what we asked it to do. And now we'll have another input below that, which will be just like a basic input. Import this. I don't know, something will go there. So add an amount that is equal to, and then add the filter. Have a semicolon there. We want to make this full width. We want to add some spacing, and Stripe adds this. This is from Stripe. If I didn't say so before, Stripe adds this little arrow. So it's like next step is that, which is kind of cool. Let's do that. Arrow. All right, they don't have it. No, they do have quite a bit. Point, arrow. Right. Where's the down right arrow? Down. Turn. I don't know. We'll pick something for now, but let's say this one here. So beside this import, we're going to have that, which is going to be imported from icons. And we'll clean this all up. This file is going to become like a huge mess at some point, but we're getting there. And we'll want to put a wrapper around this too, which did I create? I did not. Do you have rows or just like spacing? Space. Import space, which is essentially just a flex box with like space in between things. Put that like that. And I think we could probably, I don't know if these are rows, but you could probably say put space between these elements as well. See what happens. Yeah, so it's all horizontal right now. Does it have space vertical? There's no way it doesn't. Vertical mode. There we are. So we could just do that. Perfect. And now if we make this a little bit wider, the select statement width, can I do 100% here and will it just fill it? It will, okay. Cool. Awesome. And then when you finish this, maybe we could have like a little apply button. That's what Stripe does as well. So let's get a button in here, which we already have imported. Just be below this. Apply, and then we'll have like an on click, which will, let's just say it closes the panel as well for now. And we're going to make it a primary. Is it type? I think it's type. And let's make it a full width too, which block. Cool. And then you click apply, it hides it, and it would populate this value. So maybe that's what we do next is you enter this. You click apply, and then we need to get those values. And we need to display them instead of the name. We'll display it right here. So there's sort of two values we want to store. There's the value of the dropdown, which is here, and then there's the value of the filter. The value of the dropdown is like how you're filtering. So a good name for it might be one second. I'm gonna see what Django's terminology is. Django like query modifiers. Method. I kind of like method. And then we'll also have a like value, and just like value is fine, I think, at least for this one. And the value by default, these are always going to be numbers. And then this one is going to be by default. Right now the values are Jack, Lucy, disabled, and a name I can't pronounce. But the value should actually probably be, let's look at how Django does filtering, because if we can sort of pair up Django and how we do this, it might make life really cool. So filtering against the URL. You can get query parameters, so this is how you get the parameters. But I'm pretty sure you can say like from the front end, whatever you pass in, you can say like the greater than or less than or equal to thing as well. So that's equals. You can do search. Here we are. Starts with exact matches. Okay. That's for searching. Ordering. Let's see if we can find something for this. Django graph greater than filtering. Like from the URL parameters. There we are. Here we have more information on the filter fields. We found here. Filter fields. Okay, exact contains. So we're already getting some ideas here. Does that show an example of the URL? It does not. We'll have to test this, but is equal to will be exact. This one will be is less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, and then between will have to be like both. So we'll figure that one out. between. And by default, we'll do exact. And we'll turn these into constants and all that. Here, we can do set method target value, like that. We won't be using the method yet. Set value will be on the input. Target value. If I just pass in set value like that, will it? Oh, that probably helps. It's not assignable to type number. Can I just say this is a number field? Do they have number examples? Basic, that's a search. Type. Number is a type, right? Input types, button, blah, 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 blah. Number. Does number not make us that the on change is a number as well? Weird. Let's see. Input on change. Can you really value as number? Cool. We'll have to try the error handling with that, but I think this one can probably just go like that. And then this one is when we're going to say on change, or let's call this on apply. On apply. We're going to call our apply filter function, and maybe maybe we just pass the method and the value for now. Okay. Apply filter is missing in the props. I'm pretty sure I added that. I did. Oh, it's probably down here. Apply filter. Probably wants the type, implicitly has any type. Method is always going to be a string, and value is sometimes going to be a number. Well, this one's going to always be a number, actually. So we open it, and we've got an error. Oh, I put this in the wrong spot. That's why. Set is panel open to true when you click the name. And then when we click apply, we should be getting the console log of what the filter would be. And we would also want to set the is panel open to false. And I'll have to see how Stripe does it, but we could get like our value here. And we could say, if there is a value, display the value, otherwise display the name. Is it value or name? Why doesn't it like that? No unneeded turn array. Let's see what that means. Value or name. If it's not a number, then we do name. Otherwise, we do value. 4. What we might want is the label within these options. So what we could do is do these could be the method options equals this. Pass that into there, and then here we could do that. Blah, 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 blah. What am I doing? Maybe I'll type any of template literal expression. This is because method is any. I promise you this is a string. How do I define types on new state again? Right after use state, I'm going to say this is a string and then will it work? Template literal instructions. I don't even know what you mean. Or let's just at least see that this gives me something. Yeah, perfect. So we can say is less than 4, and we could even get like the name of it in here. So amount is less than 4. Obviously, amount isn't in this table, but we probably will add a field that is a quantity field to this, maybe like number of students. Yeah. But so now, like we sort of have an amount one working, and I think I need to get back to work. So thanks for tuning in. And next one in the next video, we'll maybe finish up this one, and then we'll get to a multi-select dropdown one, or maybe a single select dropdown one, so that we can actually get the value and filter the table. And then we'll add a few other examples like multi-select and what other different types of filters there might be. But thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you all in the next one.